Hello.
Engage the warp drive number 2.
Thank you, sir. All right, it is 7 o'clock, and we're going to get started. I'd like to welcome you all here to the July ZBA meeting. Noreen, would you like to do roll call?
John Seeley,
Present.
Kevin Scully,
Present.
Chip Postiglione,
Here.
Steve Thaw is absent this evening, Zach Murphy.
Present.
Thank you.
You. All right, please rise for the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag. And please just make note of the fire exits either in the back of the room or to my left. All righty, so first on the agenda tonight is a new project. It is 46 Hain Drive, Pena. Come on up. Just see if that mic is on. You got the switch on top.
Hello.
Just keep it close to you and speak into the mic. I want you to state your name and give us an idea why you're here.
Okay, my name is Isaúl Peña. We just bought a house in 46 Hain Drive last year, November 25th, and I'm here to apply for a permit. If I can explain, why. We just bought the house, like I said, last year, and for some reason, in the last moment, we got from a building department, the house was, they never closed a permit, and the last previous owner, he built a room on top of the deck. He never closed the permit of the deck, and he never pulled a permit from the room. And it was like so quickly, and my lawyer and real estate person too, they called the building department and asked if it is going to be an issue to proceed with the house, with the room. And they say, no, it's not going to be like a big problem. No, it's easy to fix. You can keep going. And later, well, I try to just fix everything because they say it's going to be okay if we purchase the house. So we kind of like, we buy the house, everything was fine. I came in and speak with Mr. Mark and Mr. Maldonado, and they say, well, it was like after that, it's like they say, well, when you need to close the permit from the deck. I said, no problem. You need to show me like a print. I hired, Mr. Maldonado told me, hire architect so they can, drawing whatever is there, and we can keep going. And that's what I did. And with the room, they say it's easier and if you take the room away and start fresh, and that's what I did too.
To take the room away off of the deck.
Yes,
Okay.
and we pass inspection from the deck, and after that, so the next step was like start with the permit with the room, and well, I did whatever he asked me to do everything legal, and I'm here to apply for the room.
Want the house about a year ago, you said?
No, just last year, November 25th.
Yeah, okay, so not quite a year.
I'm sorry, October.
2023.
Yeah, okay.
October 25th, yes.
This room was already there.
Yes,
You took it off,
yes,
and now you want to rebuild it properly.
yes. I wanted to do it properly, and I wanted to do it legally.
But all this came to light when you were buying the property. So when you were purchasing the property, they must have done a search, a municipal search, and showed that there was open permits that weren't closed.
Yes,
So and that's what came back, and the open permit was the building on the deck that he had a permit for, that he just never got the final review on it, or the final inspection,
yes,
right?
correct, yes.
Do you know, though, as it went on, do you know, were there any other inspections? So the final inspection is the last inspection, obviously. But if you're going to get a building permit, if the previous owner had a building permit and the process was going on, there would have had to been an electrical inspection, other types of inspection as this project was going on before you bought it. Do you know if any of those inspections were done?
Well, the far as I know, everything is all the house is just all the inspections, they are closed. The only inspection was open was the final from the
Yeah.
deck.
All the other inspections were done.
Yes,
But you're talking generally of the house or this room?
Not a home inspection.
Just for that room,
Right.
because that room it doesn't have no electric, no heat, no AC, no plumbing. It was just like 3 walls.
So it
with
was it would have been a framing inspection or
Yes.
something like that?
Yes.
And that was done? But then they told you afterwards that it would be easy for you to take that down and start over?
Yes, that's
Because
why-
were you going to try, were you adding plumbing? Why did they tell you that?
Yeah, I just want a little clarification. Who told you that? The building inspector or your architect?
building inspector.
Okay.
Building inspector, because, well, what I understand was like, the previous owner, he never closed the deck. So that's what they said, so, and plus, he built a room. And that room was like, I'm doing HVAC, and I know it was kind of like a not.
So you wanted to make improvements to the room that he did? You wanted to add more services in that room than there was, and so that's probably why he told you to take it down and start over?
Yes, I guess,
Because otherwise, I don't know why he would have said that.
Is that your intent, to make it a full room with electricity and heating?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what yes.
Okay.
Exactly, yes. But, now like plumbing is just air.
Yeah.
Electricity and heat.
Yes.
Were you going to make the room any bigger?
No.
Is it going to
Just-
remain the same size as when you purchased it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So I see in Ben's letter that it's a lot area coverage without central sewer facility. That's lot is 8,538 square feet. Because that's pre-existing. It's a no-brainer. Lot width, 125, your lot, that would be pre.
I can see everything except for E and F are pre-existing.
Yeah, but he's not stating B would be, but he
No,
doesn't see him.
B is, it says underneath, a difference
Oh,
of
does it?
50 feet
Okay.
because of a pre-existing non-conforming.
What did you say then, Kevin? What was it?
E and F are not pre-existing.
Okay. Rear yard setback. Which it would have been if they had the final permit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it would have been.
Right, it's not like he didn't buy this and there was nothing there. He bought that. Okay.
That permit
Oh,
was
and
closed,
probably
there'd
F
be
also.
nothing. Yeah, if
It-
the
that
permit was
would-
closed, it would
yeah.
be,
Yeah,
we wouldn't even be
then
here.
all that would be pre-existing. So do you have, I see your packet. So you tore it down. Have you, and you're waiting to start construction, or have you started construction
I'm
of
sorry?
the new room?
Yes.
Have you started any work there?
No,
Okay. So do you have any plans of what you're going to build there?
Not with me, but like I said, the architect make me the drawing for just
Yeah.
the new room.
Oh, so you do, he's making drawings for you now?
Yes,
Okay.
it's already
Okay.
there.
So you think you could supply that to us? Supply us a copy of the plans, if
Yeah,
it's
if you
done
can
or
give
when
us a
it's
copy of
done?
that.
Of course, of course.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
that'd be
Because,
very helpful.
Mr. Maldonado, he has a copy of that too, but
Yeah.
I didn't know.
No, it's okay.
That's
It's all
fine.
right. Yeah, so supply those to us. Yeah, I'd like to see that, and that's something we ask almost everybody to do there, because it just helps us, a visual picture's worth 1,000 words there. Anyone have any other questions, Zach?
But it does,
Yeah, no, I see that. He's going to, there's going to be a couple things we're going to be asking of him there, but I just wanted, before we put him on his way with a list of things, if there was anything else there that that's sticking out to you, because, just wrapping it up, if this existing room that had a permit and probably a framing inspection on it, but just didn't have the final inspection, everything that they're asking for would be pre-existing,
yeah.
right? So,
Do we have a copy of the old permit? No? Nothing on record from anybody? Yeah, I mean, if he had an old permit and it kind of never got finished off, then it makes sense that he tore the room down and he's looking to put it back up again.
yeah, just better.
Yeah, you're just doing a better job, so that's understandable. And you came through and you followed all the process, so that's great. Yeah, so if you could just get us, a drawing of the room from your architect, just what the plan is, that's pretty much all I would need to see. And then I could talk to Ben about the permit and just make sure that that was all.
And then I guess, John, to your point, is if you would have, you hired a surveyor to do this? Do you have a surveyor do your survey?
No, that was from.
From
the beginning,
existing?
Yes, from there. That's a new survey, just when we bought the house. Yes, yes.
Who did that survey there? So there's two things. Get us a copy of the architectural plans.
Okay,
And then contact your surveyor, O'Brien,
okay.
and ask him, and it's going to be hard for him because you're going to ask him.
Plans.
Yeah, how if you're keeping the room the same size there, explain to the surveyor, he might want to see the plans, but he's just going to want to know the dimensions for him to calculate your lot area coverage. Right, and that's what that entails is just the house, the patio, the deck, the driveway, and they do that, and they do divide it by your square feet of your property, and they come up with a coverage, because right now, what is it, guys, I can't see it in my eyes.
9%.
So you're 9% over, approximately.
Yeah.
But again, that would be pre-existing, so, and you say you're gonna be keeping it the same size.
Same
Do you
size.
know off the top of your head roughly what the size of that room is? Is it 20 by 20 or?
14 by 14, like 14 by 14.
Oh, okay.
Just on top of the deck, it was the same. Not over, not even because the deck is inside the house.
Yeah.
Like 16 inches.
So if it's on top of the deck, the deck's already included.
It should be.
Yeah, it's already included. So the hell with the lot area coverage. Just, we'll just get us the copy of the plans,
Okay.
all right? And, yeah, so if there's no other questions from the board, talk to Noreen about getting the copy, and then, we'll keep this project open to, when's our next meeting? No, but when's the next meeting? I don't want to make it, I want them to come back one more time with with the plans.
The next meeting is August 27th.
Yeah, so why don't you do that? Come back, get us the plans, come back next meeting, we'll make sure everything is where it needs to be, and then we'll set it for a public hearing. And then we'll move forward that way.
Okay.
All righty?
August 27th,
August 27th.
August 27th.
7 p.m.
Yep, no, August 27th at 7, yes.
7 p.m.
Yep,
All right.
all righty?
Okay.
Thank,
Plans by the beginning of August, by August 6th.
Okay. Okay, give it to you.
Call me in the office or stop by.
I go today and some person asked me and they say, I got this number for 35 years.
It's the wrong number.
That's the wrong number.
You can look it up on the website, on the town website.
All right. Thank you very much.
Didn't have to be-
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
All righty. Next up, new project, Bido. Did I say that right? Bito. Sorry about that. When you're sitting down, just pull the mic close to you so we can hear. How you doing tonight?
Good, I'm doing good. How about you?
So why don't you state your name and give us a recap of what you're doing here, man?
Sure. My name is Robert Kutchik. I'm the designer for Ilona Bito, the owner of 122 Ludlam Road. And I'm appealing for an area variance for a 335 square foot accessory apartment, while the town code states that the minimum square footage is 450 square feet. And this proposal has already gone through the planning board. It's been referred here because of the difference in the square footage. And just as background, I'd like to mention that accessory apartment was always a necessary part of the vision for the owner and how she would live in the space and her means for living there in order to receive guests, family, and for rental income, and also for eventual home care for parents. So that's the basis. There is, I think you have the plans in front of you. I drew up one plan for the zoning board of appeals, area variance, and I'd be happy to walk you through each of the conditions on the ground for the variance. And the situation is that what I've integrated is an existing den and bedroom incorporated with a piece of the hallway and a closet converted into a bathroom in order to make the accessory apartment. And this section of the home was a later addition, so there's like a natural separation in between the primary living space and the what would be the apartment area. And any kind of lateral extension, like within the building or to any directions, east, west, south, really proposes an insurmountable problem, practical problem for the owner, and it would really, defeat the project. To expand within the floor plan would cut off the bathroom from the master, from the kitchen, from the upstairs, and then I added visuals so that you could see each direction outside of the house and the obstacles there. One direction would kind of eliminate a garage, and the other direction would require a pretty massive new foundation wall. And that north side of the building is already cantilevered 3 feet, so it's already kind of precarious.
That's the entrance.
That's it, yeah, that exists. And it's just, the reason in speaking with the owner, we're kind of going forward with this plan, even though it's short on the square footage, it's just by virtue of how it fits in the space and how much light it already has and how comfortable it would be to live in. And in my experience, the 450 square feet is the largest spare minimum requirement I've ever met. Past places have even been 200 square feet in Kingston and 350 in Woodstock. And so I was surprised by the 450. Existing is just over 2,000 square feet, and the ground floor on which the accessory apartment would be situated is 1,500 square feet, so that the minimum of 450 square feet on that ground floor equals the maximum allowance also of 30%. So it's like an incredibly tight spot to be working in. And there's no way to fit that square footage minimum in that comfortably or at all, in that ground floor of this single family home.
Have to bear.
Sure. Ah, okay,
A lot of stuff floating around.
okay,
I like to just take it a step back there.
certainly.
450 square feet is the minimum limit for an accessory.
Yes, for the town of Monroe.
Looking to put an accessory dwelling attached. It's an attached accessory dwelling to an existing home, right?
It's within the, yes, yes. Yes,
Not a separate unit, not a, right, it's attached,
it's attached.
of 335 and a half feet,
Yeah,
right? So if we go to our page 3, if you guys would go to page 3, where we're looking at the first and second floor. You have that on your computer there?
yeah, I can call it
Yeah.
up.
Because I'm just trying to figure out, it's all very nice how you have it here with your new living room and laundry and kitchen and the bedrooms, but I'm trying to envision how this is overlaying to the existing footprint. Okay, does that make sense?
Yes,
All right. So on the first floor, we're looking at the primary entry, right? And that's the existing primary entry of the home now, or is that a new entry?
no, everything is existing.
Okay,
All entries are existing.
all right, so then let's do this. Let's go to page 4 where you can see the pictures of the home then.
Okay.
Shots there. One with the garage view, and then the other one is the different side, it looks like it's got a door underneath. And then you have the third picture with the stairs going up to a white door.
Yes, yes.
What is it, where is the 335 feet additional going?
If you look at kind of the top picture on the left, there's a later addition onto the house. You see the two windows on the north side? Yeah, one of them is the existing bedroom, and one of them is the existing den, which will be a small kitchenette and then a living area in the proposal. So it's all right there, and I've just picked up a closet to make for the bathroom. And all I need to do in the entire plan is a 3-foot wall to separate that. If you see the existing bedroom from the hallway, that's the only addition to the entire floor plan.
Five and a half feet?
No, it exists. That exists. I'm just kind
Nothing's
of
changing.
demarking it into an accessory apartment. It's all there.
See, the first floor has 1,500 square feet roughly.
Yes.
Is that the floor where the two windows are, or is it underneath?
The entire first floor.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So is that the first floor with the two windows? Or underneath it is, I see a door underneath the two windows. Is that living space?
No,
Is
no.
that just a, is that just a
Yeah,
dirt?
it's a cellar with and the two-car garage kind of leads into that, but it's not a habitable space at all. And the 335 square feet falls within the 1,500 square feet of the first floor.
Net before.
Yeah,
In kitchen or kitchenette?
well, like on the plan, there's it's a counter with a new sink and
Range in
refrigerator.
an oven?
Huh?
And a range in an oven?
It's designed for an under-counter oven.
Okay, okay, because I was going to say, because then if it's a kitchenette,
Well,
you don't even need permission
No, but for an ADU.
for, yeah, okay, yeah, now I understand, yeah.
You need to have a cooktop.
Yeah.
You need to
And it has-
prove that there's.
No, that's what,
Right.
when you said kitchenette, it kind of threw
Yep.
me a little bit.
Okay, it
because
has a cooktop, a two-burner cooktop.
Yeah.
Okay,
a
Right.
Really nice under-mounted
okay.
Yep.
stove. It's intended to be very complete for whoever will be in.
No, that's fine, but just when you said kitchenette, it kind of threw me a
Well,
little
small
bit because,
kitchen, yeah. Cabinets, everything.
So electrical wise, is it going to be same service, different service brought in? Is it going to have its own meter? How is that being handled?
It's a 200 amp service to the house, and I've had two electricians out there. They're fine with that much, that many amps. And it would either be, there's no additional metering, that's against the code. So the electrician I would work with has suggested a sub-meter that just takes care of that apartment. But it's all on one meter to the main service.
It'd be
Thanks. Other areas are. Other areas there
And I
are.
wouldn't-
Like an ALS doesn't need to have a cooktop. You can put a kitchenette without a cooktop. An ADU does. Most times ADUs need their own electrical service. I was just wondering if you knew that in your business.
No, we're actually not allowed to go by code. All.
I know by code it can't be sub-metered separately. You know, the ADU.
For an
accessory
ADU.
apartment- For ADU. For accessory apartment, you can't take another meter and hook that up separately. It's got to come on the same service.
Five feet. And then your other apartment is going to be 2,000 or approximately 2,000. You said 1,500. You said about roughly 2,000 square feet,
Counting both floors.
both floors. Bedrooms are upstairs.
There's 2 bedrooms upstairs and a small bathroom that's not functional at present. That's how this all started with Ilona, the owner. She talked to me and she said she wanted, you know, a guest apartment and that she could also rent if she needed to. And I said, how are you going to do that? You have one master bathroom and the bathroom upstairs doesn't work. So are you going to be sharing your bathroom with strangers when they come in? And then I said, again, you have to go through really proper steps if you want to do this. And then, so I walked through it with her, said, if we do a wall here, you'll have a perfectly separate living area for, you know, a renter or your in-laws, and everything else can remain as it is. So it's the only plan that worked. And I've gone through all the variations. Even if I took more square footage from the hallway and part of the kitchen, it doesn't add up to that missing 25%. So there's just no way to get it. And that's my view, of course, that I find the space as designed quite comfortable and in fact live in less square footage than that, like in the city.
Currently in front of the planning.
I presented it to the planning board about a month ago, and that was the referral that come here because of the area variance that was required. And I think that was the only issue.
Rent it. Do you know, would it be long-term rental, short-term rental? That kind of.
That's in her hands. I know I've gone through that with her, that, you know, she she can not rent the primary space if she's renting that space, and that a short-term rental requires a permit. Long-term rental, I'm a little fuzzier on, I'm not sure how that works. But I know she looked into a short-term rental for the accessory apartment.
I think the short-term rental, you got to go in front of the town board first,
Yeah.
right? And
Yes.
get all those kind
Well,
of,
I take that back. I don't know if you have to go in front of the town board, but you have to go in front of somebody.
yeah. Right.
She had done that, I don't know how many months ago. So she began the steps, to get the permit for, temporary renters. And she had sent letters out to the neighbors, and then it got hung up with how are you going to actually do that? You'd have to share the bathroom, so that's when I came in.
Right.
So it's actually got to be designed, and you have to do it right. You have to go to the town, and you want to be comfortable with the whole thing, and everybody's got to be good with it.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
I have a question about it. You talked about that separate meter.
It's not going to be separately metered.
Yeah, how does that work then? I don't understand. You said a smaller meter?
Sub-panel.
A sub-panel?
Sub-panel.
Oh, I think you said a sub-meter. And I'm like, I'd never heard of that before.
I may have,
Okay.
but I meant sub-panel,
Okay, no, I get it now.
Yeah. Yeah, I walked through that with the
Okay, no,
electrician.
that's, yeah, a sub-panel.
I would speak with your client and just make sure that for what she's looking to do with this, that she has the proper permissions and permits and approvals to do the short-term rentals. I've seen, and I'm not 100% sure, but I've seen the town board hearings where they've had
Yes.
the short-term rentals in front of them. So that's why I
Yes,
said.
I know at least one of them, and I don't know the reason why that, I don't know if they all go in front
Yeah.
of them, but I don't know if
Yeah.
there's a pass the buck situation.
I agree.
That I don't know, but they were in front for at least one.
Yeah, so I would just make sure about all that, if that's what her plans are.
Yeah, she's aware of it. She already started the process and then met, the practical difficulties of that.
And if the process she's starting and I don't know how, like you could obviously hear us talking up here. I don't know what board you go to, but I know there's a procedure you have to go through. And if that was denied, would that change what she's looking to do here?
I'd have to run that by her.
Yeah,
There's still, she moved up from the city, so seeing people from there is really crucial for her. And then her parents, taking
Yeah,
care
no,
of her.
I get it. You see the point that we're making.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, just don't want her to go through all this work and expense, and then if it's denied,
Yeah,
it is what it is. So it's just food for thought.
yeah, no, thank you for, bringing that to
Yeah,
me.
that's.
I was under the impression that an accessory apartment can't even be rented.
Yeah.
That was my assumption. I was always under
Oh,
the
you-
assumption that it cannot be.
We were just talking about
Thank
that.
you.
I'm reading from Code Section 5744, Sub A1. It is the purpose of the intent of the section.
Turn on your mic.
You know what, Dave would have had that. No problem.
Yeah. We're going to tell
You
them.
want me to call Dave?
This is all going in the report.
Oh. I'm not witty enough to have a good comeback.
It's okay.
It is the purpose and intent of this section to allow the establishment of one accessory apartment located entirely within a single-family dwelling in order to provide an opportunity for the development of small rental housing units designed to meet the special housing needs of senior citizens, single persons, and small households, to ensure the retention of single-family neighborhood character, allow the more efficient use of the town's housing stock, and provide economic support for existing resident families.
That can be rented.
That's my
Okay,
understanding
that's fine.
from
And I
the
was
legislative
not
intent.
speaking as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I read the same section. It seems crystal clear.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's,
if you were going to do a mother-daughter, would that be the same?
Yeah, that's kind of the informal term for an accessory apartment. And typically, it's all shared,
Yeah,
everything.
but if you were doing a mother-daughter, right, with no intention of renting it, and just, you would get a permit because I'm putting in
Yeah,
a
no.
kitchen or something
Yeah,
like another
you still need a
kitchen.
permit for it.
Right. Is a mother-daughter held to 450 square feet?
Never heard that number before in my life.
No, when John was just
Yeah,
asking me.
no, he's asking.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
No.
I think a mother-daughter is covered within the accessory apartment.
Yeah,
And it's the accessory apartment, it's sub C, and A2C specifically sets out that it's 450 square feet minimum.
but mother-daughter is just another word for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't know if it had the same
No.
constraints as
Typically, I see them in
450.
bi-levels.
Yeah.
That's where
Yeah, yeah.
the classic one is.
Yeah, I don't know why it's 450 square feet is a minimum.
It's the,
I don't know if it's a,
You're saying that's comparatively, in your experience, that's a little high?
I thought it was a typo or something, and then. from
Because
what
it's
I
too
was
high,
used to,
in
from
your
the-
experiences. I'm not,
In my
gi-
experience.
not asking for your opinion.
Yeah.
In your experiences, you thought,
Yeah, literally.
you
like
felt that was high.
Woodstock, Kingston, town of Marlborough, Rochester, and of course, New York City, 300 to 350 might be kind of an average in my experience. And I had never come across 450. It, proposes an insurmountable obstacle in this case.
case, yeah.
Yeah. I can understand why, the spaciousness, maintaining that for the town is important. But there are no adverse effects, environmentally or even to the existing home or in the neighborhood. It's the same building.
You're not changing the exterior
No,
at
no,
all.
There's
No
nothing
footprint
to change.
difference, no nothing.
There's lots of parking there,
And
nothing
you
to change.
seem to have your plans all in a row. I mean,
I'm sure I'm looking at the plans, you have your egress in the living room, you might, you have your egress windows in the bedroom, those will all be, safety-wise. Zach, you got anything?
You're all here. Kind of determine out or not, right?
Yeah, I guess, we'll reach out.
Yeah, kind of figure out what's going on with short-term rentals and if that changes anything.
Have some work to do.
I'm more interested actually in why it's 450.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm gonna
That's-
reach out to Ben about.
I mean, the short-term rentals, I'm not trying to, that's kind of on your end.
I just didn't know if it changed anything in terms of apartment-wise, but I don't think it does. It's just, that's the smallest allowed living space we have.
All right, well, there's nothing we need from you to go forward unless anyone here is seeing it.
No.
So at this point, it's not like I can tell you to go back and give me more stuff. You've done a good job here, so I'd like to go ahead and make a motion to set this up for a public hearing for August 27th.
I'll second that motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So, that's okay with you, Noreen? We're good to go there? So you're gonna speak with Noreen, because you're gonna have to do mailings, and get it, so the next time you'll see us next month, it'll be a public hearing. Have those conversations with your client, just for prosperity's sake, I don't
Yeah.
wanna see anyone get screwed here, and,
Yeah.
We'll do a little digging on our end, and we'll go forward with, see what comes out of it.
Okay.
Sound good?
Sounds good, I appreciate that.
Thank you.
And thank you
Very
for
much.
your
Very much.
listening.
Definitely.
No, left, no.
Okay, next up. Weiss, who is not here. You're killing me, White. You're out of order.
He sent you pretty pictures.
Yeah,
He
he
did,
sent us pictures.
but he's not here to present them to us.
It's a public hearing.
No,
He-
I'm,
Well, all right, let's go through the motions. He sent us pictures. He is not here. We have seen the pictures. He got what we asked for. Is there anybody here tonight that is here to have comments on the Weiss project? Slow down, don't get hurt. Stumped.
I don't see any harm in keeping it open. It's not.
All right, make a motion to keep this project open, open public hearing for August 27th.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I don't even know if I needed to do that, but I'm just covering our butts.
Never hurts.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, returning project Luciano, 78 Cromwell Hill Road. Come on up. How you doing tonight?
Good, how are you guys?
I'm all right. So, what do you got for us tonight?
Okay, so I wasn't able to send Noreen these pictures, so can I bring them up to you guys?
Call to Zach, he can.
Oh, that's that the upper driveway?
And this is the contract that the guy is gonna do it.
Thank you very much.
And I'd also, well, I guess we can start.
Oh, go ahead.
I'd also like to also keep the shed there. It's only 45 square feet, and it's on the variance as well as the gazebo. But if I have to remove it, I'll remove it.
What numbers does this take off your lot coverage?
It's a total of 375 square feet. So far, I've taken off 998 square feet, which that would include the stone fire pit, the deck, the pool, and once I cut the...
That's the driveway.
The driveway, yeah.
So which number is that, those four things totaled?
Yes, the total is 998 square feet taken off.
That's done in these calculations? Who did these calculations before, your surveyor?
Yes.
And he's done those calculations?
I just took the numbers off the chart.
Okay.
Deck number 9,
Yep.
the pool, the stone area, and then I just took the 15 by 16, which comes at 240 square feet, and the stone pit, added that, which is 133 square feet, which is a total of 373, along with the 441 for the pool, and for deck number 9, 184 square feet, which gives me a total of 998.
Driveway that you're going to be working on is the one off of Cromwell or the one off of Park?
Park.
Okay. Getting us the information.
Okay. Deck was the pool.
Yes.
You heard deck and I, okay.
Yeah,
I'm
number,
like-
number 9.
Okay, I got you now.
All right, does anyone have any more questions on that? It seems pretty cut and dry. I just don't know if, geez, let's put that up there. Pictures. This picture of this gazebo,
Yes.
that's still there, taken down?
It's still there.
It's still there.
I have a variance, and I'd like to hopefully keep it there.
It's a nice gazebo.
Thank you.
Shot here,
That's in the back. Remember, I was over by 2 feet.
Yeah, there was a couple.
Yeah.
yep. If there's no other questions or anything that we want to see,
When do you plan on having the driveway taken out? I didn't read the
I've
contract
been-
in full.
I was supposed to do it this Thursday.
Oh, okay, so
But-
it's
Yeah, he called me. He said if you can do it next Thursday.
it's
it works
eminent.
better for him.
That's, okay.
yeah, so that would be next Thursday.
The 1st? Yeah. August 1st.
That dwelling was fine. The pool. All right, if there's no other issues, no other questions from the board, I'd like to go ahead and make a motion to set this up for a public hearing for August 27th.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So just, thanks for getting us that stuff.
Yeah.
Keep in, Noreen, you're gonna have to do mailings, So it's a public hearing, so it's good, mailing's got to go out to all the neighbors, all that. Public hearing will open. We'll go through what we have here, if there's any comments from the public, and then we'll just move on with this project, see where it takes us.
Okay.
All righty, so you guys talk. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Noreen, are these the minutes that you sent us? Okay.
These are November meetings, right?
Now, those are done. We approved those last month. I just didn't take them off the
Oh,
agenda.
that was still on there? Okay.
So I handed March out to you, and you already had January. So if we could approve those two.
I have, the March, I read the March, we'll start with March. I saw no issues or no comments that I had. Anyone have an issue with that?
No issues.
All right, so I'd like to go ahead and make a motion to approve the March ZBA meeting minutes.
I'll second that motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. And the January also, same thing, no mistakes. It's usually January's not a good month for Noreen. It's after the holidays. She's,
Over?
yeah, she's in a bad way, but I see everything is in good shape for the January. So if no one sees any issues, I'd like to go ahead and make a motion for to approve the January ZBA minutes.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And that concludes our business tonight. I'd like to go ahead and make a motion to close this ZBA meeting for the month of July.
I'll second that motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.